Attraction marketing. So this video is going to be a little bit longer, but this is going to be where we dive into a little bit of the nitty-gritty but super important tips and tactics to use within sharing your story. So I need my notes for this one because I have a lot of information for you guys, so get a pen and paper and make sure you're writing down some notes as well. Now, attraction marketing. So that is basically where you're not necessarily like flashing your products everywhere, but you're showing them your journey. You're sharing about, like, you're not necessarily even saying the names of, like, you're not even necessarily saying Beachbody all the time. You're saying my at-home workouts or my superfood shake, my superfood smoothie. Like, I know I shared about the greens and the digestive boost the other day, and I was just more so referring it to greens and extra fiber. You know what I mean? So it's more so you're not being flashy and salesy and icky. You're still sharing it and the journey, but you're not being in their face about it, okay? Okay, this is how this video is gonna go. So first things first, go to your social media, whether that's, like, most of us are within Instagram, but if you're in Facebook, go there. I want you to go and look at your bio. And a lot of this is going to be Instagram based, so just so you do know that. But within your bio, I want you to pretend that you're looking at your feed like you aren't you. Would you choose you as a coach? That's just the first question. Now, from there, what does your bio say? Does your bio let anybody know that you can help them? And you don't have to flash that you're a Beachbody coach. In fact, lots of people, as soon as they see any type of MLM, they don't follow you. So you don't need that in there, but maybe you throw in there that you can help people transform their lives and live a higher vibing, good vibing, whatever life, right? Or whether you can sweat from home and work from home, and make it your own. Every coach has something different, and I'm actually constantly changing mine. Within mine, I actually I share a little bit about the niches that I focus on within Instagram. So I have the twins and the TTTS, and that they were preemies, as well as that I'm a curler and retired RDH now. So I have that within there because that's who I connect with, and people see that and we connect. So that is why I continue to keep that in my bio. But I do also share that I'm a health and wellness coach, health and fitness coach, and that I am there to help them. They can sweat with me, they can work with me. And then my profile is actually switched to a creator, and you can either do creator or business. And I want you to go in and do that. I personally chose creator because then all of my stories I can easily link to Facebook. So keep that in mind, because I like not doing extra work, and that's why I chose creator, and everything just transfers directly to Facebook when I click the little ad for my Insta stories. So switch to creator, and then you can see your insights. Now, what are insights? I'm not going to dive into this too much, but you can see where people are following you from, whether that's from hashtags or from your stories or from whatever it may be. And you'll see age group and actually like location where they're from too. So you have all that information, and you can also see when those people are at the highest engagement and what time you should post. So it's definitely some helpful business tips that you can use, okay? So make sure you have that switched to a creator account, and make sure you are open for business. So that means having your bio so that it is letting people know that you are there to help them with their health and fitness. And yeah, take a look at mine, take a look at Alyssa's. If you have some coaches that you follow, take a look at their profiles. And like I said, please don't put in your Beachbody link. Do not do that. I actually cringe when people do that. Do not do that. No. And yeah, you can say that you're a coach, like health, like I put that I'm a health and fitness coach. But yeah, I just keep Beachbody out of it because that does actually, some people will put up a blind eye before you even have a chance to talk to them, right? Whereas I like to open up the book and get to know people. So that's my first tips. Now, within your grid, so this is going to be different with Facebook, obviously, but try to have a variety. Like you want your grid, your Instagram profile grid, to look appealing to the eye. And this might mean, like, I try not to put a bunch of photos that are the same beside each other, like selfie, or like I try to put the kids in there, put maybe a workout post the one day, and then like a different post where I'm actually wearing normal clothes, right? So like try to mix up your feed. And how I did that when I first really started focusing on my Instagram was I chose like 6 to 9 things that I wanted to showcase within my feed. So sit down, make a list, 6 to 9 things that you want to focus on within your feed. And then you always have a multitude of things to post about. And that is what is going to be showing up within your feed. And also within that, you want your feed to be bright, catchy, right? Like I said, you want to go to your page and are you going to choose you as a coach? Now, if like a few ways you can do this. Now, first things first, you can use a filter or a brightly lit area. You can even have crappy lighting in your house, and I'm personally using a ring light right now. That's why I'm lit up. Let me shut it off. I'm also in front of a window. But see, I got quite a bit darker, still decent lighting because I'm seriously sitting by a bright window. This is my photo taking window. Seriously, you should figure out a photo taking window in your house because you need good lighting. Good lighting is key. If you don't like using filters, then make sure you have good lighting and make sure you wipe off your camera. Clean it off before you take a picture. Otherwise, it's going to look blurry. So first, clear off that little image, that little circle, and get in a lightly lit area. And play with the light. Like when you're outside, play with the lighting. And maybe you're taking, like today, for instance, I'm actually in normal clothes and I actually got ready. So today I'm likely going to take a bunch of other photos and then I have them on my phone for another day when I am sitting in my sweatpants. So you don't have to be photo ready every single day, but it's nice when you are feeling really confident and you feel like you're just feeling it that day. Take a bunch of photos that you have at your disposal to use within your feed, okay? And yeah, like you can use a preset too. I know Alyssa uses presets and we're gonna go into that a little bit more, but you can go into Etsy, you can go anywhere you can Google it, you can find presets, okay? And there's so many, like you want to find some that are going to be suited to what you want your visual to look like. And that's going to be unique for all of us. Myself, I like my photos crisp and bright. And yeah, that's basically my 2 things. And I can do that within the app that I use. And that's just always what I've done. So I haven't gone to a preset myself. I just edit my my pictures the exact same way every single time. Now, So we talked about ring lights. These are super handy. They're super handy like if you live in a dark house, and dark house, this is like an old house, like we don't have the best lighting in here. So having a ring light, even in the mornings when I'm doing my workouts in the basement, it just brightens things up. And this is on a tripod. So right now it's on a tripod, and I think I got everything on Amazon for like $50, but there was cheaper ones too. You can just get something that, like, this tripod goes pretty high, so that's why it was a little bit more expensive, but you can get some for like $10, $20, okay? Get something that you can mount your phone on. And some of them even like wrap around something and just stay put there so they hold your phone, okay? Because you're going to be documenting stuff. Okay, yes, so we want crisp and clear photos. Kind of already talked about that. And yeah, keeping it clean within your grid. So that's keeping, like, when I go and post a photo on Instagram, I look at what is going to be below it, what's going to be beside it, and I make sure that it's going to look good within the grid. And so certain apps that you're going to use. Now, so today, for example, got good hair day going on. I got ready. Maybe I'll change into a couple different outfits, change my hair, and take a bunch of different photos. Set, right? Set for like a couple weeks with photos. But then, so different apps that both Alyssa and I like to use. Now, for my photos, I use PicsArt, and PICSART. And within there, I use the HX filter, which makes it super crisp, but I tone it down so it's not quite as sharp. And then I usually either adjust the saturation, which is under the colors, or the contrast. Those are the three things I do. My phone now, I can set it up with my new phone to do blurred in the back, whereas I used to do that within that PicsArt app. I also do my side-by-side and collage photos within that PicsArt app. So I use everything for that PicsArt app. I make my quotes within that app. So that is my favorite app for pictures. Alyssa's is Lightroom, and she uses her preset within there, and it literally takes her 2 seconds. She clicks on the preset, and you guys, Google, YouTube, they have all the answers on how to set up presets and to do all that. Like, you don't just know that stuff, right? So if you don't ever know something, hit up Google, hit up YouTube, because that's how we learned, okay? And be resourceful. You can do this, and it's amazing what is out there. Like, I actually looked up the one day how to get the one car seat in my stroller to like bend, because I couldn't get it to tilt back. There was a video. Like, there's videos for everything. So be resourceful and know that once you start fooling around with these apps and playing with them, that's when you start to figure out all the features. We all started there, and just take that time and play with them. And the more that you edit and the more that you play with these apps, the better that you're going to get with utilizing them. Now, oh yes, I kind of covered this in the last video, but you do want to keep those transformation photos in like the top 6 to 9. That's also just saying that business is open, but also like on my transformation photos within my insights, I can see that those photos have actually gotten like the highest traction. It's my transformation photos and photos of the twins. So naturally, if I'm getting the highest traction on those 2 posts, then I'm going to make sure that they are in my top 6 to 9 all the time, right? That's why it's important to have a creator account. And so other apps that Alyssa uses, she uses Mojo for Insta stories, and Over. So Over is an app where you can create like put wording over top of a photo, and stuff like that. So super handy. And then she uses Canva, similar idea, but with Canva you can create graphics and whatnot too. Now my favorite apps, I use Canva as well, and I use Canva a lot for my graphics and sometimes for my stories too. If I'm making up something, say for an upcoming VIP group, and I want to outline what's all included, I type it up in Canva. That's where I do that. Another one that I use is StoryArt, and I love that one for, there's just so many different templates for stories and creating flashy stories, and you can add videos into that, and like, yeah, that one's fun because you can add the videos in. And I use Triller with it lots of times for my workout videos. And how I do that is I go into Triller, there's like a little plus sign at the bottom and it says voice and video. So I click plus, and then you pick a song. So pick a song, then it gets into the film like stage, I guess you'd call it. As I go through my workout, I can push that button to film, and it counts down 3, 2, 1, and then it films for however many seconds, 15 to 30 seconds, and I don't have to worry about anything else. And then at the end, I have like a bunch of little clips. I push shuffle, and it creates like a collage, and you can keep shuffling until your collage of videos looks how you want it. And then you can also edit those mini clips and add flashing or colors or, you know, all that fun stuff over top. So I like to use that within my stories quite a bit for my video because it has music, it's fun, and it's something different, right? Other apps that I use, BB Links. Both Alyssa and I use BB Links to, I like to use it to look up like pricing information for all the Beachbody stuff. It's all in there, you guys. We have so many resources to use and like at our fingertips. So out of all the Beachbody apps that have different products within them, that's my favorite. From there, I think that's pretty much it for apps that I use regularly, but we have them listed as well. Those are my main ones. And same with Alyssa, I just listed her main ones. And so with those apps, play with them. Like I know I downloaded a whole bunch of apps and I realized which ones I liked. So we're all going to like different apps, right? So download a bunch and find which one works best for you, and then go from there. It doesn't need to be what we use. It needs to be whatever you are going to utilize and what's going to work best for you. Now, so I want you to think back again now. So think back to the beginning of what I asked. When you go to your page, are you going to choose you as your coach? So if the answer is no, which I know as a new coach, mine would have been no. It's like I've been doing this for 4 years, right? You're just constantly learning and tweaking. So that's when you just dive in. You get your bio set up, and you be strategic with your photos and with your also with like your placement of the photos and what you're posting about. Make sure to share your why, you guys, and share why you like these workouts. Share why you love this community. Share why you started coaching. You know what? That's where people are going to resonate with you, is by you sharing your story. So make sure you're sharing your story every single day in some sense, with in your stories and through your posts. And when you're writing up a post, think about your why. Why these programs, these groups have been amazing for you. So within the post now, so when you're doing a post, and the tracker has different ideas on what to post about every single day of the week. So if you don't know where to start, follow the business activity tracker, you guys. That's what it's there for. And I actually like to sit down on a Sunday and plan out my week so I know what I'm posting about. Sometimes I'll even write up my posts within that day and have them ready for the whole week. So plan ahead, and then you're not sitting there on a Wednesday morning at 7 in the morning and you don't know what to post about, right? So follow your tracker, keep it simple. And so with hashtags, you can add up to 30 hashtags to any post. Now, that is where you are going to connect with people like people that have similar interests to you. So I want you to dive a little deeper into hashtags and be quite specific with your hashtags, okay? So I don't want you to just put hashtag Beachbody Coach, because then you're going to be actually attracting Beachbody coaches, okay? So maybe you put hashtag at home workouts, right? Because some people will be searching that hashtag and looking for at home workouts. Maybe you hashtag, like I use lots of twin mom hashtags, and I use lots of like dental hygiene, like dental hygienist, different hashtags that are very specific to me. And so I want you to think about that, but don't get super hung up on them. You can go to Google and find a hashtag generator, you guys, and then you save them in your phone, and then you copy and paste them. And copy and paste them into your comments. Don't put them right within your post. That's salesy, right? So put it within a comment, and then it's separate. And yes, I want you to dive a little deeper into those hashtags. You don't want the hashtag with 3 million views, because that means that yours will likely never get looked at. You actually want the hashtags with like that are more niche, that are smaller, and that your post is going to show up when somebody goes and looks at that hashtag. Saying that, you can also follow hashtags, and you can also go within like pages you like, or maybe little shops, products you like within Instagram. And if you're looking for people to follow, go to those places and go within their posts and see who's commented on those posts. And then if somebody looks like someone that, like, man, I really like their vibe on their profile, follow them. And if they're already interacting within a page, it's more likely that they're going to also interact with you, okay? And so once you have all of that jazz set up and make some goals with your social media, it did take me consciously making an effort to be like, okay, I'm going to work on my Instagram, and this is what I want it to look like. Okay, we've all made that we've done that as coaches within our businesses. Okay, and you can also use Google, you guys, use YouTube and search Instagram tips, Instagram branding tips, all of that. Use Google. There's so many resources out there. You do not need to pay for anything. Use the free resources, okay? That's how we learned. So utilize that. It's amazing what is out there and the little tips that I've learned throughout there. Okay, and so then within your stories. So within your stories, again, follow the tracker. You have ideas on there. Make sure you're getting your face and you're talking on your stories, because people want you to be their coach, right? They don't want somebody else to be their coach. They're watching you, they're watching your journey. So they want to hear from you, and they want to hear about not just the good, but they want to hear like how you overcame stuff, how you were struggling today, but you went and pressed play anyways. And your accountability crew kept you accountable. Or maybe you're talking about the kids that day, and make sure to get your face on there and shoot, like I said earlier, for 10 to 15 stories per day, because stories are where people go. That's where I go. As soon as I go to somebody's profile, I go to their stories, because I want to see what they're talking about and how they actually are. Are they a little witty? Are they funny? What's she talking about? You know what I mean? So if that's what I do, that's what a lot of people do. And that's what most studies show, is that people are going to the stories first. So make sure you're showing up, your business is open. So that means your bio is done. Maybe within the website section, I know Alyssa and I both use Linktree. So within Linktree, people can click on that link and you can add free workout links in there. You can add good trainings within there. You can add a Woofu form for them to sign up with you. So take a look at my profile, take a look at Alyssa's profile, go into the Linktree. I have used Woofu. I primarily use Google Forms now. I just like Google. I just like using Google a lot. So that's what I use more so now. And yeah, once you have that all set up, then that's where you're directing people within your posts. Like, application is in my bio for this next challenge group. Application is in my bio for this next coach Kickstarter, right? So you are officially open for business and it is there for them to apply or fill out the form at any time. And yeah, within your stories, keep the lighting good. Lots of times I'm within a window here or within the kitchen, within my ring light, and trying to keep that lighting good. You can use the little filters on the bottom. So how do you do that? When you go to record, you'll see all the little circles. You just slide that over. Some of them have sparkles, some of them brighten you. Do whatever you want to do within that, you guys. And if you don't want to use a filter, then use good lighting, okay? You want clear, you want bright, you want high energy, and you want to share you within those stories. So I hope that helps with the attraction marketing. I know this video was a bit longer, but it's truly such a big part with getting set up and starting to share your journey, right? So you don't need to be salesy. You don't need to be icky. You get to share your journey. And you know what? When you're doing attraction marketing, first of all, you can go find more training videos on YouTube and through Google. There are loads of resources out there about attraction marketing, okay? So want to learn more? Then definitely give her, okay? And yeah, I just try not to be too flashy with products, with, throwing products in their face. I'm more so just sharing my journey, what works for me. I'm treating it like my fitness journal. And by that, then I'm not dropping product names all the time, right? And yeah, I say that I'm drinking my Energize. Some people call it go-go juice. Some people call it mom juice, whatever. I just call it my Energize and Go. You do you, and you do what is going to feel comfortable to you. But I want you to really learn about attraction marketing and dive deep into that, okay? And yeah, that's going to be your homework, is getting that bio set up. Think about maybe your Linktree if you want to incorporate that. Look at my page, look at Alyssa's page, and just dive in and get everything set up so that you are ready and literally ready for business, okay?